Hey everyone, got a real treat for you today. Here at the Comic Book Theater, we are looking at our top 10 cameo appearances in comics. Let's jump right in here and go. This is in no particular order, so we don't have to worry about order of importance or anything like that. But we want to start out with our number one book here, Amazing Spider-Man number 25. And I want to thank Nick over at the Key Collector Comics for allowing us to use his spectacular app for this. Helps with research. Can't recommend it enough. Of the 3 apps that I think you should have on your phone as a comic book nerd at all times, this is one of those 3. Amazing Spider-Man number 25 is the first cameo appearance of Mary Jane Watson. I know it's also a first appearance of Spencer Smythe and the Spider Slayer, but let's be honest, of the 2 of those, the more important is Mary Jane. Because of the love interest of Peter Parker, you can be a Team Gwen or Team Mary Jane, but at the end of the day, Mary Jane is the more important of the 2. If you don't like that, you feel free to leave comments in the tell section below. Moving right along to number 2 here. Number 2 is Metal Men number 12. Now this is a very affordable cameo appearance. It's a cameo appearance of the Beatles. Rock and roll and comic books go hand in hand. Can't think of a better cameo appearance to have, and it's one that not everybody's on the lookout for. That's what keeps that in the nice affordable range here for us. And it's Metal Men, so it's not like you're looking for a Batman or a Superman or an Action Comics from the Silver Age there. Moving right along. Now this is going to be one, again, some folks are not going to like, but at number 3, we have Fantastic Four number 6. And you're going to say to me, but it's a first appearance. Even the Key Collectors app says it's a first appearance. Yes, it's first appearance of Annihilus. It says that it's first appearance of Franklin Richards, an unnamed baby. Now, I understand that this is an appearance, but without being named, and it really does feel more like a cameo to me. You let me know in the comment section below what you think of number 3 on our list here. And again, I know this is one that is hot on the speculator market already for Annihilus, but I can't leave this one out, and I think it's more of a cameo appearance for Franklin Richards than it is a first full appearance, because he's not named in this book. Alright, in at number 4 is Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 134. How can you pass this up if you're doing a top 10 cameo appearances? First cameo appearance of Darkseid. I mean, really can't beat this. It's written by Jack Kirby and illustrated by Neil Adams. That's comic book royalty right there in and of itself. Not to mention that you've got one of the biggest, baddest, big bads in all of comics ever. There's no way you can pass this up. If you're looking for cameo appearances, this is one that's got to be on your list. In at number 5 is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 5. And this is the first cameo appearance of the AntiMonitor. Now with the crossover through the Arrowverse of Crisis on Infinite Earths, we've already seen him on the TV show. Still, AntiMonitor is always out there looming in DC Comics. If they're going to have a crossover event, if they're going to do something in the DC universe, as far as movies go, eventually the AntiMonitor and eventually Crisis on Infinite Earths has to get done in a movie theater at some point as well. So And again, great creative team with Marv Wolfman and George Perez. You can't beat this, and honestly, Crisis on Infinite Earths is an entire 12-issue run. Highly, highly, highly undervalued. If DC ever actually does it right in the movies, you gotta have the entire run there. It just makes sense to have this on your list, again, for cameo appearances in comics. Number 6 on the list, Fantastic Four number 67, first cameo appearance of him, Adam Warlock. Again, when you think cameos and someone who has a lot of cameo appearances and even a name change, all of these fun things, you just can't go wrong with Adam Warlock. Yet to hit the big screen, it still can be had for a few steals, because I think people are getting a little antsy that they're not going to see him soon enough. Not a bad spec buy if you're looking. And the creative team with Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Come on, guys. This is as classic as it gets for Silver Age books. In at number 7 is Batman 357, the first cameo appearance of Jason Todd and the second cameo appearance of Killer Croc. So we get a double whammy here. Not to mention the fact of it being a double whammy, it's a really, really, really nice cover. This is one of those that's fairly striking. If you ever are looking out on the hunt, you find this at a garage sale or a estate sale or a flea market. This is one that not everybody knows what they're looking at, but they know they've got a cool looking cover there. In at number 8 is Avengers number 195. This is the first cameo appearance of the Taskmaster, with Taskmaster being in the Black Widow movie. This one is on the rise. I can't recommend enough that if you're searching for 196, also be searching for 195. This cameo appearance has a great cover. Of course, it does not have Taskmaster on the cover, but the final splash page with Taskmaster, if you're a fan, it's a must-have for Taskmaster collectors. And wouldn't you know it, look there, George Perez is back on the list. In at number 9, and again, if this one shocks anyone, really, let's be honest, you knew. This is half the reason we were even making the list, was Incredible Hulk number 180. Now, this is where we get a little hairy, because we have Marvel in Encyclopedia, on wikis, all of these fun things. They say that Wolverine's first appearance is Hulk 180, but they flip-flop several times. If you're a Wolverine fan, you've got to have this book. It's a great book to have. It's far less expensive than 181, which is another one of those great little nuggets to have in your collection. This is the only drawback and the reason why I still believe that the market has chosen 181 over 180. Wolverine's not on the cover of this one. I believe if Wolverine had been on the cover as well of this one, probably we're looking at this as the first appearance instead of 181. I know that's super controversial. Please feel free to leave us some comments. Also, don't mind us. We don't mind if you like, share, and subscribe. In at number 10 is Amazing Spider-Man number 299. This is the first full cameo appearance of Venom. And this is one, again, it's a full cameo appearance. He had a couple of other minor appearances in other peripheral Spider-Man books, as far as Web of Spider-Man, those type of things. But in those, it was a hand reaching out from a crowd, or it was a hand reaching out from a window. There was no full body. Those were extremely minor, barely cameos, but Marvel counted them as cameos, and they actually, we can do a video on that too. Y'all let me know if you wanted a video on what the other minor cameos were of Venom, and we can do that. We'll get some nice video done for it. But anyway, written by Dave Michaelini and illustrated by Todd McFarlane. Far less expensive than Amazing Spider-Man 300 with the iconic cover, but this one has seen some gains because of Todd McFarlane in his Spawn run, tributing Amazing Spider-Man 298, 299, and 300 for Spawn recently, so these have seen some gained interest as well. So guys, this is the last thing I want to tell you here is we do want to make sure that if I missed any, of course this is a top 10, limited to only 10 comic books, but I'm sure we've missed a few that you might think deserve to be on the list. Feel free, give us a comment down below. Let me know if you think I missed any, or which ones you would have swapped out, which ones shouldn't have counted, and which one should be higher on the list. Again, thanks so much for listening. Be good, or be good at it.